Not quite as dramatic an entrance musically as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to swell a little bit more there. But I'm here, and I'm going to. You can see me. I can tell from chat. Yes, I have. I've given away the secret already by getting too physically animated. Yenele says, if I wear a pink shirt, you'll get your driver's license. I'll totally wear a pink shirt one day. I've got a pink jumper definitely next to it. I don't know if I've got a pink shirt, but I'll definitely do that. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday, Warhorse, obviously. Happy birthday, KCD2. Can you all hear me? Let's get the formalities out of the way. Can you hear me? I know you can see me because you can hear me. Great. I'm going to check in my brilliant mods to make sure everything's all right from the technical aspect. And hello to the mods. Shout out to them for all being amazing. So we're here. And the answer to the t-shirt question, I've never written in my own chat. I don't think I've ever written on any chat on a stream. So I've just made my stream chat debut. And because I saw you all chatting about the t-shirt. Yeah, that's my very first time ever writing a message on a stream. Arguably slightly weird that it was my own one that was live. But I've never done that before. Didn't know how or if it would work, but it seemed to work. Because I saw you all chatting about the shirt. The answer to the shirt, of course, is... There's only one answer. It's the birthday Warhorse shirt, of course it is. Because... For those that don't know, and I'm pretty sure you do all know, it is exactly 1 year today since the release of KCD2, which is nuts because, well, I was going to say it doesn't feel like that long, but in some ways it feels like a very long time, and in other ways it feels like 2 minutes, but mostly it feels like 2 minutes. It's really weird how fast that has gone and sort of how much has changed in a way. But I think the strange thing about my experience on this game is that it's, and I've said this before in interviews, it's really like long form. It's really elongated in a really lovely way. So there's no like finite moment because, like, you know, and forgive me, I have said this before, but there's no like last night or of it, like there would be of a play, or like screening as there would be of a TV show and then it airs and then it's done. It's like when we were celebrating this time last year, and I'm going to talk some more about that. I then 2 days later went into recording DLCs. So it was like we were celebrating the release, but actually I was still like in the trenches of recording for the DLCs. And that went on for like most of last year. So that, which is really lovely because it means that I was then still going into the offices and still seeing everyone and working on the game and holding on to the character. And so it wasn't finite. Little side note conversation to celebrate the KCD birthday. There is some building work going on in our building, so if you can hear that, forgive me, I can't do anything about it. It has to happen. They're aware that quietness would be ideal, but also they've got a job to do. So if you hear a bit of that, apologies. Good that you can't hear it. It's for the moment it's not too bad. There's a little bit of drilling coming in and out. So yeah, in a minute I am going to talk at much more length about this time last year because I have some very, very, very happy memories of what was going on, and I'm going to share some of that with you. Some of which we couldn't share, lots of which we couldn't share at the time because so much of it was under wraps. But before I get too far, because you've all been amazing, I want to say some thank yous too, and a couple of these are from like a couple of days ago, but you may not be here. Animosity Camel, Stuck Bar, Berenia, Alex Big Fail, Henry Riz of Chadlets, Bubonic, Fletcher the Warlocks, thank you so much, and Mary 151991, thank you both very much, that's super kind, as is Untitled, thank you very much indeed, and Peasant from Peasant's Down, that's super kind, thank you for the gifted subs there. Lady Friendzone, thank you, and Having Hoops, thank you. Glamoring Gaming, thank you for the gifted subs, super kind up there in Brum. Magic Murph, thank you very much. Dianini and Lizzie94 and El Giliath. Kinney here, wow, thank you very much. I'd missed that one. That was incredibly kind. Thank you for all those. Kinney. Bernard in a Hat, thank you. Indifferent, thank you so much. And Inquisitive Squid, thank you both. That's super kind. And Noah Alice, of course, thank you very much for those gifted subs. That is super, super kind and much appreciated. Simon of Foster, thank you. And Inuria and Mirgo and Ruthqua and Quilfane and Minsker and Hangover, thank you so much, guys. Wilhelm's Music and Fletcher, thank you so much. Lizzie94, I think I may have said thank you to already, but thank you so much for those gifted subs there. That's super kind. Where have I got to? Riveting Rogue, thank you very much. And Frosty and Lumi. Vera Patira, thank you very much indeed. That's super kind. As is Stripe Century, thank you as always. Very, very kind indeed. I am Vengeful, thank you very much. That is super kind. And Ash Assassin. Gabe's Whatnots, thank you. And Adalia Soma. Shinny McLean, as always, thank you very much. That is very kind. Sharks Print, thank you. Ray, very much appreciated for that. Thank you. And Savorium, thank you very much indeed. I didn't want to get too far behind. Thank you all for those. That's amazing. So, the birthday. How are you all feeling about the birthday before I tell you how I'm feeling and we talk about last year? Thank you so much, Bradar. That is very much appreciated. Good to see you. Nita Elwy, same to you. Thank you very much indeed. You're feeling excited. You're feeling wonderful. You're feeling hype. You're feeling amazing. Did I make you a cake? Canna says, I did not. Sadly, I have no self-control. I would have eaten it anyway. You're all saying it's crazy. It's been a year. It is, isn't it? Helped you through a hard year. Holly, I think that was. Sorry, I missed the name. That's good to know. I think that's true for a lot of people. So that's great. I love that chat. Someone's telling me to talk about a TV show that I've got coming up, which I will do, but I'm going to talk about KCD first. Paid Pandy's feeling like a party. Someone else says it helped me through a rough year. So the names are going so fast, I missed it. Thank you so much, Royal Blue Heart. That is very much appreciated. Mary lives in Bohemia now. You weren't living in Bohemia before. That's cool, Mary. Amazing. Where were you living before? Maybe I'll see that fly by. Celebration with Farkle, says Shini. Yes, absolutely. I will celebrate with some Farkle. That's already planned. Richie Crispy, good to see you. Thank you so much. That's very much appreciated. And Lena Beans, thank you so much too. Good to see you. I'm just checking with how you're all feeling. Vera Patera had the day off work. Great. Yeah, this was a bit of a last minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do today. I always wanted to. Wednesdays are generally a bit tough. But I was really wanting to make it work and realised last night that I could. So here I am at 1 o'clock GMT. And we'll do probably similar sort of length as normal, 2.5, 3 hours. But I'm glad you're all feeling good about the birthday. Thank you all for being here and showing up to celebrate. So yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it? I think like it's really weird because in the everything about making a game is elongated, as I was saying before. So like the build up to it is elongated, and it's like a lot of the marketing stuff we did quite a long time before the game, unlike a TV show or film where you do it in the kind of couple of weeks before and it's very sort of elevated. Whoa, Serena Escalits, thank you very much indeed. That is incredibly generous and very, very much appreciated. Shout out to Serena, everybody. That is very, very kind. I see chat going crazy for you, quite right too. Thank you also, Ali Oxa, very much appreciated to you too. And same to Wizard Gang, thank you very much. Yeah, everyone's shouting out Serena, that's incredible, thank you. Yeah, it's weird. So like the build up to the game was like protracted in a way comparatively to other things. But it does mean that you can kind of savor the experience a little bit more. It's not like that kind of smash bang like it is for other things, or like if it's a play, the build up to the opening night, which is generally like 5 or 6 weeks rehearsal, and then you open and you might run for 2 or 3 months, and then that's it. But this is like much longer. All that to say, we were kind of riding this quite big wave. Oh, the mods have just told me that Logan's raided. Thank you very much, Logan. That is very much appreciated. I never understand whether that means Logan's here or not, or the person that's raided. I still don't get it. But thanks to Logan and those that are joining us from Logan's stream. Lovely to see you all. Thanks for coming. And yeah, so it means you can sort of sit into the moment a little bit more, and we were definitely able to do that. But what it did mean, thank you, Agion, so much. Thank you, Zinwa. What it did mean that was obviously there was still a huge amount of like fear, I suppose, and nervousness and expectation, mostly for Warhorse, because they are in the trenches working on this all the time for literally years and years. For me, obviously, it was a huge amount of work, and I'm incredibly attached to it. But I was coming and going and sort of working on other projects, so it kind of takes the edge off that a little bit. Although I was massively invested, like everybody was. But I think for the team at Warhorse, more than anyone, it was just these incredibly high stakes of this. Unlike that protracted run-up, you do have this singular day. And what blew my mind, because I hadn't worked extensively in games before, is how much it was reliant on that sort of immediate feedback. That was news to me, and I didn't know that. So I realised that we had this party, which I'll talk about in a minute, where the like reviews were going to come in very, very quickly, and it was basically going to like make or break the game. And I was like, that's wild. Obviously, that's not completely true, because what actually matters then is all of you and whether or not people play it, and then your reaction, which is more of a slow burn that like kicks in the sort of couple of weeks, or at least the week after. But this one initial explosion of reviews, that is very like theatre, that kind of dictate a lot of what can happen. that was news. So at the party, and I'll work back from this in a minute, they kind of displayed all the reviews. You've probably seen some of the images like around the party that we all had at this amazing venue in Prague. And luckily for us, they were all very good. Hi, Jasper. Everyone's saying Jasper's here. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That's brilliant. Jasper Cartwright, who is the kind of lead creative, if you like, the sort of mastermind behind Ages and Empires, which is our podcast, our D&D campaign, rather, which is also a podcast. So good to have you, Jasper. Yeah, so basically the day of, let's backtrack a little bit. I actually flew out because of like work commitments here. I flew out on the morning of the 4th. So my day this day last year involved me flying out not even that early. I remember arriving at lunchtime and going to the same hotel in sort of Holoszewice Letno, which is a really lovely part of town that some of you might know in Prague, where I'd spent a lot of time. I'd sort of almost lived in this hotel because we had been, in the year before, we'd been doing the absolute hardcore run-up to finishing the voiceover, so it was those really, really long weeks. And it was really interesting because in this hotel you can sort of be very high up. You get some really gorgeous like high views of the city, and I could see over to the part of town where the game is made, where the studio is, and just had these like, it's so loaded with memories, that town. I think I've said before, I did like 4 TV jobs there before, but mostly for the last 10 years it's all been KCD in that town. And every street and corner has a sort of memory and a different moment of my life in that period, and like all infused by this game and this character and mostly the people that made it. And it was really weird. I remember just looking out the window and being like, God, you know, today's the day where it sort of goes out into the world and we find out whether people respond to it or play it or even notice that it's happening. And it was a really, really reflective day. So I actually spent quite a bit of time early when I arrived, just like an hour or so, just like being in the room and looking out and just reflecting. And then there was various sort of work commitments and press stuff obviously to do. And then I remember on that afternoon, I think it was just, I then came back and was getting ready. And then there was this lovely party which we could walk to from this hotel. That was the convenient thing. So we went and had this really lovely, like very impressive, but also very intimate party. It was an unusual thing where it was like really big and really nicely done and very sort of beautifully put together by the Warhorse team. But also a room full of people, you know, lots of people that I knew very, very well, and lots who I hadn't seen for ages. Because as you know, like once you get into voiceover with the actors, you don't then see each other really. You don't see each other at all unless you're like crossing paths at the end of a session. But in my case, that never happened really because I was doing the 8-hour sessions. So, and a lot of my voiceover was off-site. I did a load of it in Warhorse and I did a load of it outside. So on those days, which was most days, I actually wouldn't see anybody else, any other actors, because I was doing both sessions. So there was no one else coming in or out. So I got to see loads of the cast that I hadn't seen for ages, literally like, I mean, years in some cases, from who I hadn't seen since the motion capture, which was long since finished. But then, of course, all these like very familiar faces, all the devs who work in the building, who I'd seen all the time, because when I was at the studio, I would see them all just socially around the building or in the kitchen or wherever. But even when I was offsite, there was, generally speaking, in a morning session, I'd have one a kind of creator of a quest and a director, so at least 2 members of staff from Warhorse, and that would be a different team in the afternoon. So I'd see at least, and then 2 sound engineers, so at least 6 people from the team every single day. That was lovely, and different people most days. So the party was just like this kind of explosion of all those people and those memories, and it was really, really lovely. And then at the end of that party, there was some amazing, or not the end, but kind of later on, Dan Vavra and Martin Klima and Martin Przewalski made some great speeches. For those that don't know, Dan's the lead creative and the 2 Martins are the kind of bosses of the company. And they made some great speeches, and then the kind of reviews were put up and everyone celebrated because they were really good, thankfully. And then the rest you all know, because then it was out in the world. The next day we went to 2 different sites and did some signings. Dan Barbara and Brilliant Toby and Luke and I, and went out and did that. And then the next day I went straight into voiceover again. And I think, I can't remember how long I stayed. I think I stayed for like a few days because we were just grabbing time wherever we could. So it was a really like special time because, you know, I think, as I said, the stakes were so high for them in that like all this work had gone in. and luckily the reception was good. And then over the sort of ensuing hours and days, it became clear that you all felt the same and that the game was landing with people and you were sort of sharing that experience. And it was really validating and just really, really exciting. And, all the things that we, had felt were good and had felt had worked, and the sort of changes into the second game started to become validated by your responses and the way that you all felt about it. Most obviously things like the Handley romance and all that stuff, but like loads of other brilliant characters that had been introduced, and relationships and friendships and choices. The fact that you could make Henry so kind of more vividly different, and that you really had a much greater control over who he became, and that people were really going into those corners and kind of exploring those things. And it was a really brilliant thing, and it's really nice. This is the first time I've ever sat back and gone sort of beat by beat through those days, because it was such a tsunami of experience. And I was also working on something back here, so it was like into this and then back over there to do that, and then just sort of overwhelmed by the response, and that lasted much longer. So, happy birthday to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Massive congrats to Warhorse for their brilliance. I mean, more than anything, I felt sort of validated for them and sort of overwhelmingly happy for them, to be honest, because, like I say, they were there grafting day in, day out. I would even do recordings sometimes on Saturdays and even Sundays sometimes, and you'd go into that office and there would still be people there. You'd like walk around and there'd be like a smattering of people around that were just going in all the time, especially as it got to the sort of latter stages of getting the game ready for release, which wasn't immediately before release, actually, because they had to get it. Obviously, it has to be sent off for certification and various things, so it had to be finished a little time before. But I remember that time, and I remember it being like quite a sort of difficult time, as it should be, and that there was a lot of pressure and a lot of tension, I suppose, because people wanted it to be good, but a sort of fear of what it might be, and like you could sort of feel everybody knuckling down. And that's why that moment of release was so sort of validating, because it was just a real justification for all their hard work. So that is my spiel on the KCD2 birthday. Quick thank yous to Minecore and Safranina and Glassblower Lita. Stormblessed, thank you very much indeed. That's super kind. Badu Boy, thank you very much. So how are you all feeling? Let's go back to all of you and here, because I know, like, obviously in the sort of days afterwards, here I am, like a year later. I've been streaming for like seven or so months, and I'm not even in Kuttenberg. Obviously, it must have taken. I know a lot of you dived in and played intensively, but it's not like you knew exactly what was to be found in the game and like where it was heading, or certainly what the ending would be. How did you all feel? Oh, Spikely's sick. Get well soon, Spikely. I'm sorry. Yeah, Polypan thought it was such a journey and didn't want it to end. Well, it's not ending, because here we are still playing it and we're all still together, so it's all good. Oh, Natback got to go to Prague. Lovely. Who was that? Oh, someone really rushed the game and got through. Oh, I missed it. That was interesting, and I didn't get to grab it. Sorry, I'm so overwhelmed by reading the comments. I'm losing track. Bindi played for most days for 5 months. Amazing. So many of you chatting. I can't keep up with it. Oh, okay, but that's great. So Faye Funa says they only got it into it last month. That's a very good point, because obviously there were loads of you right there from the beginning. Many of you right back from KCD, but loads of you might have found it later on. And I know there's certainly loads of new names in chat, which I love. So welcome to all the newbies. It's good to see you. Thank you very much, Amy Jane. Thank you so much, Fletcher the Warlock, as always. First time Chataloonian. Nice to see you. Thanks for those lovely words. Stripe Century has 1,037 hours in KCD. That is amazing. Why don't you all shout out how many hours you've put in so far? Not that it's a competition, because you've all put in a lot more than me. But interesting to know. 320 for whoa. Generally, oh my god, Vera Patira's got over 1,000. Wow. 400 plus, 350, 700 plus, 610, so precise, 588, Richie Crispy, so precise, I love it. 1,600 for Smokey, that's amazing. 800 for Poly Pandy. Pick these is, it's too quick, it's gone. Woozy's got 110, great. Get too fast. Henry's of Chadlitz has got 300. Jasper's got 0. That's fine, Jasper. Don't worry. How dare you? No, good to be honest. 126 for first time chatter. What it do? Wow. 16 Baboosh Toad. That's cool. Listen, as I say, it's amazing that people have such high numbers. But also, I don't even know how many I've got, but I think it's probably. I've been streaming for about 7 months and I do it once a week. And I actually, once I stop gassing, I play for about 2 hours. So what's that? That's only like 8, 7, 8, 56, like 56 hours maybe around that. Oh, Riveting Road says I've been streaming for 9 months. Have I? Like, to be fair, the speed of life at these days, it could be 8 years or it could be 8 minutes. But thank you for letting me know. I thought it was 7 months for some reason. I think I started in the summertime, didn't I? It doesn't feel like very long ago, I have to say, because so that was the other big thing about this moment, and soon I'm going to get into the gameplay. But I couldn't decide how to play the game, like whether I would, again, some of you heard me say this before, but I couldn't decide whether to just do it at home on my own. I didn't even have a console or anything this time last year, so I actually couldn't do it at home. But I was like, do I just get a setup and do it all on my own in private and just work through it slowly? Or do I do it like this? Or do I get someone to help me? Or do I play with someone else? And I really took some time to think about it, because I was like, I actually want to. I'll only ever get to do this game for the first time once, and the truth was, I actually didn't have the bandwidth. I was like, I want to like take my time. I don't just want to start because people have jumped in, and I knew that I would never get through to the end before any of you anyway, because everyone was so fast. So I was like, I'm just going to take a beat and think about it, and I took, I think, like 3 months or maybe a bit more. And then decided that actually I'd have a go at streaming with no, like, genuinely knowing. I was like, we'll see how we go. I would like to get through the game, but I'm not going to make any promises, as you all know. And then I really enjoyed it. What helped was that we did a couple of streamerlies, which is where we do the signings, and we did that before I streamed the game. So it was quite nice to have a sort of gentle introduction to just the act of streaming, like being on camera, chatting, which is really different to acting. Like, a lot of people think, oh, well, if you're an actor, it's probably fine. And you are at least used to kind of, I guess, being, kind of seen at work, so to speak. But it is really different, because obviously when you're filming or whatever you might be doing, most obviously you're playing a different character. So that's the biggest division. You're saying somebody else's words, which is also pretty different. It's rarely live unless it's theatre. So this is quite different. And that was actually what made me afraid of it, because I was like, well, it's like a whole different skill that I don't have. But there is enough crossover in that sort of performance element that makes it more familiar and comfortable. And so I definitely took to it more quickly and enjoyed it much more than I expected to. And here we are. So then I started playing, and here I still am playing, and I'll still be playing in about 30 years' time this game at the rate I'm going, which is fine by me. So before we... Alison the Moss says, I used to hate admin so much that I wouldn't even touch it, and now I'm doing admin during breaks without us. Yeah, I know, that's true. I have been I have been doing admin completely of my own volition, enjoying some of it. I don't enjoy all of it. The weight thing, I will never enjoy. The things I will never enjoy. So I love everything. Let's talk about favourite and least favourite things that have been in this game. We'll start with least favourite. Least favourite is pouches and the little squares where you choose where you put things, which in the inventory, which I still do not understand. I know that if I put my mind to it, I can, but there's something about that my brain's like, I can't be arsed, I'm not doing that. Weight, how heavy I am when I'm walking around. Hate it. Hate it when I want to fast travel and it's like, you're carrying too much. I'm like, I don't care. I'll walk slowly. I think that's it. Things I love, very, very long list. I'm not going to bore you with it. It's basically everything else I love. But absolute highlights, And I'm going to do this in reverse order, and I'm literally making this up on the spot. But I already know what number 1 is, and so do you. Number 5. Oh yeah, Apollonia. You're right. I hate Apollonia too. Number 5 would probably be Alchemy. I feel like it should probably be higher on the list, but no, sorry. Number 5 is going to be my IKEA outfit. Number 5, like, so under the sort of loose banner of like clothes and outfits you can choose, but specifically my IKEA outfit and the outfit that just sort of built itself, which I still don't really get, where I'm topless for some reason. That's quite a fun outfit, which I probably need to do something meaningful with. But but the IKEA outfit is my number 5. Number 4 is Alchemy. Number 3 is combat. I know a lot of people find the combat hard and find it sticky. Oh no, I'm thinking of loads more that I love. Number 3 is combat. Number 2, I'm going to have to put gathering herbs in with alchemy, even though that should be higher up the list. Number 2 is pickpocketing. I really enjoy pickpocketing. I like the adrenaline rush of the time running out. But number 1, what do you all think my number 1 is in terms of my favourite thing in this game? Not horse riding. Horse riding is back. Yeah, you're right. My number 1 thing, not just in the game now, but in real life too, is obviously Farkle. Which is, I didn't know that would be the thing that I loved most, but it's absolutely the thing I love most. No, dialogue is not my favourite thing, Kitschy, because I spent enough time. I mean, I enjoy the dialogue, but I spent enough time doing the dialogue in real life for it. It's not my favourite thing in gameplay. I enjoy it, but definitely Farkle is my favourite thing. On which note, shall we? Because it's now I've been talking for nearly half an hour, surprising absolutely no one. Shall we do a quick game of Farkle? While we do that, well, I was about to say while you answer that question, we're doing it anyway. I do want to share one thing, which is, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before the Farkle and before the like wrap up of the KCD2 birthday. And I've said this before, and I don't care that I'm repeating myself. I'm going to repeat myself. Like, none of this would have happened, obviously, without these guys, like the amazing studio that made it. But all of you that supported this game and kind of put it together way back from like when it was a Kickstarter campaign and like all through the kind of wave of last year, and the sort of that continues to be like a real surprise and beautiful, enlightening fact for me that you go. I all knew that you had our backs, but the way that like the communities it's built, the friendships it's kind of forged, the creativity it has inspired, and I'm going to come to that in a minute, is I had not expected. So if you had said that to me on the release day last year, I would have been like, oh yeah, I think like, you know, people meet each other and, you know, get behind the game and that's great. But I did not have the understanding that I have now. I had a pretty decent understanding of course I understood like the way that the Kickstarter had happened and the level of support that had given us. But my understanding of the roots of it has gone much deeper. A big part of that is being on social media, which I wasn't for a long time before, you know, I wasn't on it for that long before the release. So that's obviously a main part, but like just seeing everything put together, and it's like, and I often don't pick out artwork because there's so many brilliant ones, and it's not a competition, and you know all of it is valid and appreciated. All of the like words that are written and drawings that are done and paintings that are painted, and you know everything that is created has validity. But I am going to show you one piece of art because it was sent to me by a lady called Nick, who had contacted me because her son Seb. I don't know if they watch the stream, so I don't even know if they're here. Seb is quite young, so I don't know if he's allowed to watch the streams. I keep my streams very sort of family friendly, but the game is not for young kids. But Seb is a big fan of the game. He's obviously been allowed to play a version of it, and he sounds like an extraordinary young man who I've never met and may never meet. But oh, Nick is here. Art of the Faith. Okay, great. You're here, Nick. I'm really glad you're here because it's such a kind of metaphor for all of you. So this is sort of about all of you, but through the kind of prism of amazing Seb, who sounds like an incredible young man. And Nick sent me a really lovely message talking about Seb and what an amazing young man he is. So Nick, this will be on YouTube. So if Seb's at school, which he might be, you can play in this later. But he just sounds like an incredible young man who is like, you know, working his way through life and navigating all the hurdles that we're all having to hurdle in various different, clear in all sorts of ways. And this game seems to have brought him and Nick and the whole family. I forget your husband's name, Nick. Forgive me, but the whole family like a real solace, and Henry's been a bit of an escape for all of them, and Seb especially, and he's just kind of got into it and supported it. I think he's what age is he, Nick? I think he's like about 12. Is he, or is he a bit younger? Tell me, Nick. I can see you chatting. How old is Seb? He sent me the most gorgeous letter. He's 12. Okay. And so did Nick. And, you know, they're navigating through life as we all are, and like, you know, working through the hard bits and celebrating the good bits. But it just seems to have like given them this lift, as I think it has for all of us. It has for me. And so shout out to Seb, who just sounds like a really lovely young man. And Nick sent me this gorgeous piece of art, which is a sort of riff on, you know, you will all get the reference, but this specifically is Scalets, and you see these beautiful birds flying away, and it's just gorgeous. It's like really beautiful piece of work. But the point, even if it were like a Turner Prize winning piece of art, or if it were not, it's not really about that. It's actually about what it's done for all of you, and like what it's done for amazing little Seb, and that it just gives, like, warms my heart that it has done this. And like people like Seb, who are basically all of you, you know, the support means a huge amount. So before I start crying, I'm gonna move on, because it's a really, really gorgeous thing, and that's something I hadn't expected. So yeah, shout out to all of you. Shout out to Seb. And yeah, you're all crying. Good. I hope you're all crying, because I'm nearly crying. But like, no, he just sounds like a really, really extraordinary young man, and you are extraordinary people. So thanks for like getting behind us all. Thank you for shouting out Seb, because he just sounds amazing. And yeah, big up to all of you and the game for just being amazing, and you know, kind of what it's brought to you all. There you go. That was really badly articulated, by the way, but I think you all know what I'm saying. And what I'm saying, without saying too much, is that, you know, very much like myself and everyone else, I don't think Nick would mind me saying that, like, none of us is from a sort of like obvious or straightforward background, may I say. You know, I'm not gonna tell Seb's whole story, because it's not mine to tell. But there are sort of hurdles that he's navigating, like I say, which I think a lot of us are, all of us are, in fact. You know, that's life. And so that's what I'm trying to get my finger on, without saying too much about a family that it's not my place to speak about publicly. My point is, this game's getting us through the hurdles, and that's all lovely. And I think that is true of everyone, because I see it when I meet people at conventions, and I read it in messages that I get. So that's why I wanted to pick out that particular piece of work and that story, because I think it kind of speaks to all of you and all of us. So there we go. I hope that made some sort of sense, because I didn't really plan to say any of that. I just planned to show Nick's work and talk about Seb, but it's so indicative of all of you. So it felt important to say. May I say, oh wow, I've missed a load, sorry. Thank you so much, Jesse Kitar, that is super appreciated. Thank you, Peasant from Peasant Stan, that is super kind. Thank you very much indeed. Polar Pandy, as always, one of the like key supporters. Thank you so much for that. Very, very much appreciated. Just Martina, thank you so much, and Vera Patira, and Mostly 10, and Amy Jane, thank you, and Fletcher. Oh, did I say these or not? And Mimecore and Safranina, I think I did, and Glassblower. Forgive me if I didn't. But thank you all very, very much indeed. Right. I've been talking for no less than 35 minutes. Why didn't someone tell me to shut up? No, it's nice. It's nice to just talk. It's nice to sort of do a bit of a review of the year and like let that moment sit. Now then, should we play some KCD2? Since that's what we're talking about. Oh no, we're going to play Farkle. We're going to play Farkle, weren't we? I blame you, Nick, for being awesome and sidetracking me. That was supposed to be a little bit of a segue leading into Farkle, and then I got carried away thinking about that extraordinary young man, and then I forgot that we were playing Farkle. What are we playing for? Yeah, how could I forget about Farkle? You're right, McCulker. Yes, I am going to talk about the TV show. So there's a TV show I'm going to talk about more another time called Dirty Business, which is on Channel 4 in about 3 weeks' time, and I'm really proud of it. I'm not going to go too far into that today because that's a separate conversation. But they have announced it and are advertising it now, so I can talk about it. It's an amazing job. It's another one that will just make me cry. It's a whole other conversation. I'll talk about that. I'm hopefully going to stream on Friday as well. But I'll talk more about Dirty Business another time. But thank you for nudging me about that. What are we playing for? Play for wearing a pink t-shirt. We don't have to play for that, Yanele. I'll just do that anyway. But I can if you want. Play for the trout. We could play for the trout. That seems quite appropriate. Let's play for Warhorse Studio, says McCulker. That could work. Or... play for KCD itself, says Kitchu. Should we play for KCD2 itself since it's the birthday? That's quite a good idea. KCD2 itself. All right. I think we have to play up to 3,000 to make that worthwhile. Forgive me if you can hear the bits of noise in the background, as I've said. Hopefully that's not too disruptive. All right, gang. So, with no further ado, on the anniversary of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, with the stakes being KCD2 itself, I don't really know what that means. For the rights to KCD2, for a copy of KCD2, whatever it means to you, that's what we're playing for. Thank you so much, Kim Puri. Very much appreciated. Here we go, gang. This is for the custody, says Riveting Rogue, of KCD2. Here you go. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's for you, chat. You can decide what to do with that. Riveting Rogue is straight in, and I think that's right. That was really fast, Riveting Rogue. That's an amazing start. Yeah, you're all united on that one. Taking your 850 and walking. I am now going to try and join you. I'll keep a 1 and keep going. Come on, Tom. Let's. All right, I'll take the other one and I'll keep going. I could do with a little bit more luck here. All right, I'll take the 5s and walk. So that gives me 300. Over to you guys. 1 second. Oh, sorry, 1 sec. Nearly, chat. You very nearly got what you wanted there, but not quite. 1 and roll. Okay. Here we go. What's it going to be? 5 and roll. You're very united, chat, today. I love it. You're coming together on the birthday with one voice. I thought you were bust for a minute there, but you're not. 5 and roll again. Love it. Identis Fortuna Uvat. Got to keep going. What about now? Five in parts. I love that some of you were pushing to go again. So 250 to go with your 850 gives you 1,100. Still pretty good. I'm only on 300, but I'm coming for you. Here we go. It's my turn. Okay, I'll just lose a 1 and keep going, I think. Here we go again. And you... Oh, shit. Okay, that's annoying. So a big fat 0 for me. Back to you, chat. You've got 1,100. You need 3,000. Nearly. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you all look at that. Yeah. Typixel spotted it straight away. Yeah, take the straight. Okay, which is what I should know. Is it 500 or 750? have a mental block on that. It's 500, I think. 500, right. So that's giving you 1,600. And same to me. With my 1, 2, 3. Oh, give me that 3. Okay, I'll keep the 1 and keep going. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. For a moment, I thought I'd missed a sort of mini straight. Ooh, yes, please. So I'll take those 6s and that 1. That's give me 700 to go with my 100, which is 800, which puts me in 1,100. So I'm catching you up. I'm on 1,100. You're on 1,600. It's over to you. Here you go. Oh, chat. How am I supposed to beat you today? Thank you very much, Black Wolf Cosplay. Very much appreciated. You're the demon today. What do you want to do? Most of you want to do 6 and pass. I love that there's a few of you wanting to 6 and roll. So that's your 600. So you're on 2,200. It's going pretty well for you, chat. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Take the 1 and keep going. I'll take the 5s and no, I'll take 1 5 and keep going. Okay. I'll take that other 5 and keep going. I've sort of got to at this point, haven't I? I see you all shouting bust. Unfortunately, it's nearly working. Do you know what I'm going to do, chat? I think I need to be bold here. I'm going to take those 2 5s, and in the spirit of Adventist 14 that, I'm going to roll this, and I've got a 30% chance, I think, because if I get 1 and 5, I get to go around again. So let's see how this goes. Fortune really does favour the bold, so that gives me, or the brave, or whatever it is. 1, 2, 3. I had 300. That's 400, but now I'm going round again. Okay, so so buckle up, chat, because that's how I'm playing today, and it may be how I do my playthrough as well. I'll take that 1 and just keep going. Maybe I'll just keep doing this until I go past. The witch has landed. Sure, I'll take 1 of those 5s. Let's keep going. Oh well, it had to end eventually. That's what happens, you see. Fortune favours the brave, but not the stupid. It would seem. Oh well, can't win them all. I'm on 1,100. You're on 2,200, and you have that. What would you like to do with that? I did roll too close to the sun yellow. You're right. 5 and roll. Very good. And this time, you'd like to. 5 and roll again. So you're currently 800 away, no, 700 away from the target. What do you want to do again? Oh, go on, keep chatting. 1s and pass have it, not by much. So you've got 300 there, so you're on 2,500. Okay, you only need 500 out of your next go. I need 1,900 out of this go. See if I can do that. So nearly brilliant. Okay, I'll take the 1 and I keep going. Oh, man. It's not my day, is it? Okay, over to you, chat. You need 500 for KCD2 itself, just to remind you what we're playing for. What would you like to do there? One and roll. Very good. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I was about to say 3 2s is really annoying, but 4 2s is much less annoying. That gives you 400, 500. You've done it, chat. You've done it, chat. You've done it. I mean, you can roll if you want, but I would stop if I were you. You have done it because you need 500. You've got your 100 in your pocket. The 2s give you 400 and the other one gives you 500. Do you want to roll? All right, let's roll. So you've got your 600, but if you go bust, you go bust. Okay, just to remind you. So you've got what you need, but I am letting you continue because it's what you're asking to do, which honestly I love you for. Well done, chat. Here we go. If you go bust, on your head be it. You're not bust. What would you like to do now? You've got some of you want to keep going. But most of you want to pass because it means that you've won. So the winners are these guys. Chat. Congratulations, chat. Well done. We may play again later. We'll see. I mean, it's been nearly an hour, and I haven't actually played the game that I have spent the entire hour talking about. So that's quite silly. 1 second, please. While I check in with the mods to make sure it all's good. It seems like it is. All right. Congratulations. You have won. Oh, thank you very much, Atlas is playing. That is super kind. You're celebrating, it seems, that you have won Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 itself. That is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jules and Black Wolf Cosplay as well. Yeah, there you go. You've won it. So, with no further ado, what we said we were going to do last time is that we were... yeah, KCD2 is yours, Laura. You're right. It belongs to all of you. Yes, Hank Pay. Yes, to all of you. Let's do it. I've actually forgotten where everything is now because I got so sucked into just chatting away to chat. Thank you, your space cat. Thanks for those lovely comments. That's very kind. Thank you so much, Richie Crispy. Super kind as always, and good to see you. Fructy81, thank you very much. Right then, what we said we were going to do, we went back to Trotsky, didn't we? And we caused some absolute chaos. And then we said we were going to find Hans. So, shall we, everyone? Should we go and find Hans? Are we up for that? Everyone, you might have to help me find him. Because when I laid the game up, I had a quick look because I was interested to see if you can see him on the compass. And I don't think I can. Well, you are all absolutely ready to find Hans. Let's do it. Let's go and... I need to turn these on because obviously they've stopped because I've been chatting for nearly an hour. So we're here. How do you know where he is? Oh no, there's Farkle really close by. Oh my god, look how close that Farkle is. Just down there. Where is it? Where is that Farkle? Oh, why isn't it on the compass? Even the game doesn't want me to play anymore.
I went to see my brother.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. That was John Comer. Oh, there it is. Quick game. I'll play a very quick one. Would you like to
play? What game would you like to play?
Just a very quick one. Just a very quick one. Just a little game of beggars. Just a very quick game of beggars. Let's play. Thrilled that we did this. Let's do it. Thank you, Poda Pandy. I know you would be into the Farkle, even if no one else is. I'll make it quick. I mean, look, it's going to be quick with rolls like that. Superb. That's a great start. We'll take that all day long. And we're already nearly halfway to what we need, so it's not going to take long to win this. Stripe Sentry says, I don't have a problem about me in inverted commas. I absolutely do have a problem, and I acknowledge it. Yes. Farkle is a problem for me. Thank you, Fletcher, very much indeed. Thank you, Haza Hex, and Shubaloo, thank you. What have we got? 1, 2... just take that and keep going. We have to have a little game of Farkle before we see Hans to celebrate the birthday, don't we? Like, I can't just not play any Farkle today.
See, you can do it. Keep it up.
I'm only 200 away from the target, by the way, so it would be great if we just win and then I can go. Because if I lose, we know what happens. I stay. Oh, look, the mic's crept into shot. There you go. Never seen that before. Bust. Come on, chat. Help me out here.
Finished.
Okay, we can do this. We only need 200. Come on, let's just finish it off and get out of here. That's great. We've got a straight, no? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've absolutely done it, and we can walk away victorious. Great.
My God,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about, damn it. That's greetings to you too.
Okay, we've done it. Let's go. Oh, look, herbs. Oh, look, a dog to pet. This is why I've been playing this game so long, because I set out to do something. You silly
My
doggy.
doggy, eh?
You're my doggy, eh? Oh, look, more herbs. We'll go and find hands in a bit. We're not in a hurry. We've got loads of time today. Why can't I've picked those before? Haven't I? They're like those mystical blue ones that you can't pick. Okay. Right, where were we? How'd you find hands again? Poppies. Love some of them. Oh, red A. Sorry, I asked you a question and then Julie ignored you all. You're all telling me he's the red A. Okay, great. Am I getting the right way, by the way? I don't feel like I walked down this far when I came out to get the Farkle. I've gone past the door, haven't I? Am I going the right way? You're all saying that I was going the right way. Okay, I'll trust you.
Greetings.
It's really funny because the real world work which is going on, I actually thought was a sound effect in the game. That's how believable this game is. I actually can't tell the difference between real world sounds, even though the sound that I'm hearing is a drill, which is a very contemporary sound. Okay, is that... I didn't walk that far down, did I? Oh well, here we are. Okay. Look at me running because I'm not over encumbered.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, there's John Comer again. Good to see him. He's up there somewhere. I remember now. Okay. Oh, Hans! Upstairs, are we? Okay, let's go and find him upstairs then. Is he still upstairs or on this level? So if I've read that compass right, that means he's on this level, right? Is he behind that wall? Hans? Hans? Okay, he's not behind the wall. Hang on a minute. So I thought when the icon no longer had an up or down, it was because you'd arrived at the right level. But I guess that little mezzanine did not count. Where is he then? Ah, there he is. I think it's about
Come just at the
2
right
months.
time.
Great.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one.
Did Luke have a bit of a cold that day? I can hear a little stuffed nose. He's been waiting for me so long. And he's been outside for God knows how many days I've been gone for. So it just gave him a bit of a cold. Thank you very much, Fletcher.
And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes 2 of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure Von Burgov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in a strange mood.
Are you surprised? After what happened at Samin?
Oh, yeah. See, this is the problem about only streaming once a week. That Semin situation was like, for me, it was like before Christmas, wasn't it? So, like, it was about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. So, yeah, that's weird.
All
we
that
prevented the
happened
worst possible outcome.
is that we
definitely.
prevented the worst possible outcome.
I'm not so sure about that. Young Samin deserved punishment, no doubt. He was in cahoots with the bandits and betrayed his lord. He defiled his honor. And if it comes out that we helped him escape, it's my neck that's on the chopping block. And yours.
The Older may have been a traitor. But what about his father, Agnes, Captain Gnarly, and the other innocent people in the fortress?
They're all Lord von Burgov subjects. And they were covering for a traitor.
Well, maybe. But still. Were we supposed to just watch while Hashek's soldiers cut their throats?
You'd better hope our compassion won't be the death of us.
But nobody knows about us, and nobody's going to look for the Semines. But that's enough of that. We don't want anyone overhearing us. Let's go to the feast, all right?
You're right. Let's go, before all that's left is a pile of bones and empty pitchers.
Great, so we're going to a feast. Love that. We're back on with the main quest, everyone, finally. For victory! Talk to Capon this evening. Well, this is fun. Look at this. Thank you very much, Lizzie B. Liz B, forgive me. That is super kind. Very much appreciated. Thank you for that. Okay, so... Oh, they've got pig. They've got lots of banqueting type stuff. They've got men dressed as whatever that was. They're not having a great
Lord
night.
Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer.
Actually,
When?
genuinely making me hungry, this scene.
Pour Lord Capon
Surprising
some wine.
absolutely no one.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad.
I'm not joking, that feed has actually made me hungry. You might say, I feel quite hungry. I feel quite hungry having seen that amazing medieval platter. But I actually do feel quite hungry. Just for clarity.
Drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ori?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sir Otto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Redzig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be
Absolutely zero recollection of this cutscene, just for clarity.
to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy
Stay
for
silent.
armor and to see him.
Catherine, sir.
To see
Hey.
Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out
Brilliant,
as soon
Catherine.
as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Anything else you need?
Wow, we need a bit of a review here. Thank you so much, GG Ren. Very much appreciated. Good to see you. This is a big twist in the road, I guess. You're all telling me to get changed, which I'm very happy to do. Let's get changed first. We're not really dressed for this. There we go. IKEA. Good night, Steve. Go to the kitchen for wine. Feast and enjoy.
Enjoy the feast, youngster.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just
drink to the success of our campaign.
got it. Just I want to reply. Sure.
Come here. You must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
Yeah, let's talk to you. Why
What
not?
would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabok. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong.
Obviously, I'm going to protect him.
It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again.
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords.
I mean,
Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
do I play dice, friend? Yeah,
I understand.
I do.
Let's play then.
I
But I'm
do
warning
play
you,
dice.
You'll lose your shirt.
I'm warning you too.
We'll see about that, Bursche.
Right, unless you absolutely
give
cheat,
no
you
quarter.
probably are going to lose. Oh, look, everyone. One thing I will say, right? Oh, what's happened to the... What's going on with that chat there? I will say, I didn't engineer that. The game absolutely presented that to me. Why wouldn't it let me confirm? Hang on.
That was a good game, friend.
What happened?
Speak for yourself.
What happened?
Clean me out.
Wait. You don't get to actually play? What's going on? What is going on?
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away.
What is happening? I
Let's
don't.
hope you have better luck in battle.
I was about to say I don't mind losing. I do mind losing, but I really mind losing when I just haven't even had a chance to... No. Sorry. Absolutely not. Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Lord Capon's servant.
No, not you. I want to talk to you.
Let's play dice.
Yeah, let's play dice.
should.
And
At least we'll have a bit of fun.
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that.
I will
Bursche.
reload. You're all telling me to
I
reload,
give
but I
no
just want to see.
quarter.
I just want to see if the same thing happens. One sec. Because the chat, look, it won't let me confirm. So something weird's going on. It will only let me. Oh no, it will let me confirm. This is very weird. All right, so I am going to reload because because it's not fair that I just lost all that stuff when it totally wasn't my fault. Okay. It's because I didn't pick a badge.
Anything
apparently.
else you need?
No, apart from to chat to this fellow and play some dice.
What's the discussion about, gentlemen?
I don't care. Let's just play
You
dice.
got zwei. That's but in
He's afraid we'll make...
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong.
watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly.
Yeah, but let's try... Wie war das?
I understand.
Absolutely, let's play.
Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your...
You will lose your shirt. Okay, so I want that one and that one like I always do, but it won't let me use them. So something weird's going on. Anyone got any idea of what's going on here? Oh yeah, I do need the IKEA outfit. I'll put that on in a minute. But what? Oh, I see. I need a badge. You were saying I need a badge, but why? Which one should I choose? Which badge, gang? I don't know very much about the badges. I quite like the Silver Warlord one. Let's go with that. Okay, good. Thanks for the help. I don't know how you would know that. Great. Perfect. That's exactly the start we wanted. We'll take it. Up to 5,000. Wow. Great. Can't even see what those are. Is that a 1? I'll probably do that. Great. Okay. I'll take that more.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Ooh.
Worst sin of all.
I heard that the university is quarreling about some Englishman's books.
Not just any Englishman, a heretic.
I'm finding it very overstimulating, this party. I'm like, I wish everyone would shut up and they could turn the music down so I can concentrate on my Farkle. Oh, that's annoying.
And the Bethlehem Chapel hosts a preacher called
Jan Hus. Yes, he and his ilk just so confused.
Ooh, annoying.
I don't even want to play.
Okay, he's catching up. That's not good. That's alright. I'm finding it very difficult to see what numbers are actually on.
to hear her preaching.
Goes to show that the world needs strict order. Otherwise, it will be turned upside down by sinful hedonists.
It's so loud in this party.
If I was you, I'd take it. Let it be.
Let's keep going.
I want to play too, you know.
Oh, I missed the 3 1s, did I? It's because I can't see the dice properly. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Alright.
See? You can do it. Keep it up.
Oh, the dice number appears under it when you select it. I didn't know that. I never knew that. It's okay, we're still in the game. We're still ahead. And he's gone bust. It's all good, don't worry. We're still going to win this. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'd never noticed that. That it shows you what dice you've got. Okay.
Have you lost your mind?
No.
You're going to lose everything.
Just keep going. Ardentes, Fortuna, Uvat.
I've seen people
Not
play
always.
better.
Okay, never mind. We're still ahead. It's fine. Thank you very much, Charlintu. That is very much appreciated, and happy anniversary to you. Love from Sheffield. Love to Sheffield. Thank you, Emil. Thank you very much. And Heskin, thank you very much. Ooh, that's very annoying.
That's fast. You're up, mate.
That's very annoying.
Nice when I was young.
I know I missed my chance, didn't I, with those 3 1s? How did that happen?
They were rounder and had numbers on them.
Come on, Tom. Michael's saying, Tom, please something my badge. I don't really know how badges work. What can I do with the badge? Oh, when the hand is good, select the dice and press L2 to use the badge for extra 50 points. Okay. Good to know. I didn't know that. Great. I actually had no idea that's what badges did. Great. Thank you. Alright. I mean... okay. That's weird.
Is it still the same year? Or the next one?
Thank you, Yahakos Payne. I feel like it's hit another bug because now it won't let me...
What about his cousin? He used to be everywhere.
It won't let me... What is going on?
Well, are we still playing?
Oh, that's a 4. It's happening again. Where, like... I thought it was a 5. Okay. I don't know why my eyesight is so bad when it's literally right in front of me. Okay, say that. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna use the badge yet. I feel like I can use it on something because we're still some way off the 5,000. I think I'm gonna be able to use it better than that. It's like a whole new Farkle world, all this badge business. How have I not been exposed to this before? Okay.
Another reason to have a drink. That's why I left my wife at home. A good idea.
God,
It's a soldier's business after all, isn't it?
let's drink, my friends.
Ooh. Okay. So, quick question about badges. Does it give you 50% on everything or just on what you've got now? So, i.e., if I do it on these, like right now, will it just give me 50% of what those 2 ones, i.e., another 100, or will it give me 50% on everything that's in my pocket? On the round. Okay, so the round, what have I got in the round? I've got 200 there, so I'd get another 200. Probably not right now then. Bus, come on. Oh, he's handing it over, great, okay. I think that all the chat in the background is throwing my Farkle off, it's so loud. Okay, so now maybe it's the time to use it. Although it'll give us 250. I'm going to bank it and wait, I think. Oh, whoops. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, that was very dangerous. I definitely meant to pass.
I forgot already.
That was very lucky.
Schön. Nein, gar nichts. I'm done.
Okay, good. It was worth the wait. So the question is, do we take that and bank it, or do we continue? I think we'll bank it. So now, how do we do it? We press L2.
So that's your plan, is it?
I won! How did I
That was
win?
a good game, friends.
Wait, what? I thought it gave you 50%. They gave me a lot more than that.
Fatten your purse.
Lady Fortune gives
Amazing.
and takes by turns.
God bless badges.
You
I didn't.
watch it, one
I
way
didn't
or
know that was going to
another
be
won't ruin me.
that easy.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
1,000 plus
Well,
500.
that's
Okay,
true.
I thought
I
was on loan.
apologize for what I said.
Amazing.
I wasn't being serious. No
Amazing.
offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
Love a badge. Amazing. Great. Thrilled with that. Thank you, Polar Pandy. Always there to celebrate the Farkle victories. Over the moon. Great. Okay, so what? Oh yeah, I need to save. Well reminded. Thank you.
Have you got a moment?
Thank you, Freckles Lou. Very much appreciated.
This is
Um,
your Capon servant.
What's wrong, Henry? Am I invisible or something?
Sorry.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
Yeah, me too.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Ah, sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
What can we do about that?
What do you think? It's not long since we conquered Vranik and Tamber. And that's a real castle.
Yeah, but what's that got?
Because that quill-wielding warrior isn't going to tell me what to do in battle.
I get that. But you gave von Berghoff your word as a knight that you'd help him. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Wow, that's the first time he's ever given me advice like
I'll
that.
take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
Good night, Hans. Okay, so I've gone and seen Capon.
It didn't take you long to find fame, my friend.
We have a poet
Sure.
among us, eh?
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of thing to Florian there. Women
Yeah. Sorry, you were telling me to change the outfit. I
his
can't
arms,
until I
and then
stop chatting.
men swoon in exasperation. There's a poetic soul for you. If only his verses were any good.
Seems Florian makes your blood boil, eh?
Aye, he's too big for his boots. He needs to be taught a lesson. But I'll pay him back for his jokes soon enough.
No, I'm not getting into this.
That's none of my business.
Aye, you're right. But if you change your mind and want a bit of fun, drop by. But you have to do it before I get too drunk.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about you,
So I'm very aware that I need to change. Done.
Mister. You're like a mythical.
So who else have we got here? Let's have a little look around.
I'd like to have a
They're
bit
having
of
a dreadful
discourse
night.
with you, young man.
My boy, even the sparrows in the eaves are serenading your
Excuse me.
escapades.
I mean, always got time for these two. Is it them? It's them, right?
Have you got a moment?
Was that George and Michael back in the other corner? Forgotten what they look like. I mean, they're similar outfits.
You pay up. That's the long and the
Just want to see what the options are here, really.
Anything else you need?
Nope.
But if women don't know what they want, men are much.
Bartosz is in the house. We'll come and chat to him in a minute. Who else is here?
And goodwill is worth of all.
Oh, we can't talk to him. What's wrong with
Anything else?
what's wrong with the custodian that you can only rob him? That's your. I mean, don't tempt me.
How are you enjoying the
And this is
Do you even drink at all?
Adletta. You can. So poor Adletta and the custodian over in the corner. You can only rob them. Oh well. Right, what are we talking about?
Good to see you. At least I know one person here. I wouldn't mind a few more feasts like this now and then. Have you tasted the Hungarian wine?
I remain on duty, so I can't. But when I see how the others are enjoying it...
Why do you all love Bartosz so much? I love it, but I'm also confused. Bartosz is, I mean, look at the love for Bartosz. Amazing. You absolutely love Bartosz. I'm trying to work out. Is it just that you all fancy him? Is it literally as simple as that? I mean, why not? You can kiss Bartosz, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, someone's saying no spoilers, but I'm pretty sure that's the spoilers.
I miss Prague.
But doesn't it mess it up with Hans if you do that?
You're a regular martyr. We're in the same boat. My lord also told me.
Does it mess it up with Hans? I genuinely didn't know that. Okay, let's see. Weisenberg in Prague.
What was von Berghoff doing in Prague?
He's the royal chamberlain. So he's in charge of collecting taxes from royal towns and monasteries. And he was negotiating with the League of Lords as well, of course.
What? He promised he'd support the proposal of Hannes of Lipa.
Maybe, but he can hardly call off negotiations with Rosenberg and the other powerful lords. Politics isn't blind man's buff. Besides, you only gave him the message after he came back from Prague, didn't you?
Do you know what the negotiations in Prague were about?
No, because I'm not a spy.
But personal bodyguards often hear all kinds of things, don't they?
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense in Saxony.
I sense that
Lichtenberg is trying to play both
we're not
sides,
supposed to
and
hold
the
on to this
mighty
information,
Rosenberg
right?
is scheming against everyone. Aye, And Bodchak of Kunstad is looking for a husband for
Okay.
his niece, Yitka. She's pretty, so it won't take long.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed
So
to be
Yitka I know about because isn't that the one that Hans is supposed to end up marrying?
What? Then? No.
This is so interesting being in this whole new arena because I'm like you sort of get familiar with the game and then you go into a whole new arena. This is what it felt like getting to the wedding, and there's all these new people, and you've just got to like learn the whole game all over again. Thank you, Fructy81.
Having too many roosters in the yard always ends badly.
Have you heard the plan of attack?
No. Ulrich is keeping it all close to his chest.
Not that there's any point.
I noticed that your lord isn't too fond of the Chamberlain.
That's one way of putting it.
Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him. But it's true, Ulrich is a bit strange.
He's a conceited fool, you mean?
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be shy and meek.
Do you know the other guests?
They're noblemen from these parts, but I don't know them personally. That cheerful little fellow in the middle is Herman Palitz, known as Littlehead. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the barrel gave way before Littlehead.
And the other one? The thin one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed wit.
I've spoken to him.
And well-spoken.
I chose not to help him.
For all he could care, well, we'll see what kind of company he prefers in the end.
What about you and the local women folk? Got your eye on anyone?
Come off it. I'd have to stand in line behind Herman and his ilk. I'd rather have a drink with you.
Okay, I did not know you could do this. Absolutely, let's go and see where this leads. How did I not know this?
I like the way you think. I have some good brandy in my chambers. If you're
Success.
part of the feast, I'll invite you for a nightcap.
I had no idea. So I've recorded these lines and did not know that was an option.
But maybe later. What do you say?
I'll be happy to wait for you.
Great.
Leave. I'd rather spend the rest of the evening with you.
You fancy some of that brandy, do you?
I have
I
no recollection of recording this, and I did not know that this was an option.
Why not start in the baths?
I don't know about you,
Henry.
but I already washed today.
Being too clean never hurt anyone.
That's true. In any
So
case,
this is why you all loved it.
not to take this opportunity.
Why you were all talking about
We have
Bartosz
a lot
before.
of dirty work ahead of us tomorrow. Come on then. We also have to get at least some sleep before we move out.
I'm so confused. What have we agreed? Ted, that's what we've agreed. I don't know that I must have recorded these lines if we're calling them lines. Henry. Wait, does that mean I don't get to go to the party? This is like genuine, incredibly unexpected twist. What is happening? He's gone. The party's over. The whole night has passed. Amazing. I mean, I do quite want to do the party. Does that mean I've like missed everything at the party? I'm thrilled that I made that choice, but I'm also a bit confused that, like, doesn't that mean that I now miss out on everything at the party? I mean, I'm not averse to doing it again, but just after. So you're saying I can reload? All right, fine. Let's do this. We'll reload. It doesn't mean we're not going to do that option again, but it does mean that I want to like explore the party a bit more. Nothing against Bartosz. We had a wonderful night together, and I enjoyed it very much. But I do want to know what what's going on? Oh, is it the load before? Did the game save then? Help me out here, chat. The one before. Okay. So that makes sense. Thank you very much, Sharks Pren. Very much appreciated. And thank you, Ectisis.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you.
So where did we get
My
to?
boy, even the sparrows in the eaves are serenading your escapades.
We did the Farkle, right? I've still got the Farkle money in my pocket.
Careful.
So
Suppose he's not interested.
let's chat to
Have a
you.
poet among us.
I'll chat to you. Fine.
Women's
Chat-
bears.
No. Make sure you get the wine and armor before you go. All right, yeah. Give me some tips here, guys, because I feel like there's. I've chatted to him already. I feel like there's some good stuff to be got. Where do I get the armor from? Oh yeah, IKEA outfit. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Just choose the clothes. Right. Go to Orsina for the armor. Where is Orsina?
Almost came to an undignified end.
Yes. He was almost hanged.
But if I go... Wait, I'm confused. If I leave this party, can I come back to this party? I'm assuming yes, otherwise you wouldn't be telling me to do it. And but now I'm going to get lost in Trotsky. As is my wait. Okay. How do I get out of here? I am going to take a break in a minute. So, what I'm going to do... Oh, wow. It's dark, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Oh, better to talk to Hans first. Oh, man. Okay, fine. Let's go talk to Hans. Where's that party at? Whoops, that's the door. There it is. Okay, great. Where is he? Not you. We're coming back for you. Okay.
Blacksmith.
So it hadn't saved after this
I
chat.
thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain.
Yeah, okay. Is a fool.
I sod the Chamberlain.
And how?
We
What
talked
do
about
you
this.
think?
Yeah, but
Because that quill-wielding warrior is...
Well, you have to
I
keep your
get
word,
that.
that's what I said.
But you gave von Berghoff your word as a knight that you'd help him. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well.
Oh, but don't you... If you want my advice, try not to get too shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm
I'll take
really
care of it.
enjoying
All
that
right.
he's the one giving me grown-up advice. Okay, so we'll save there so that we don't have to do that again. Okay, great. Here we go. So,
Our hero from the pond. What would you
oh look,
say
everyone's
if
ready
I
for speed.
went-
So now we're gonna go downstairs and find the blacksmith, right? How did we get down last? Oh, that way. Yeah. Okay. What is it, Matt? Talk to me.
Look what I have for you.
You can have the wolf meat. Is that what he was wanting? Got it. Great. Okay, so down we go. So talk to me, gang. What am I doing here?
I've been thinking about that fight of ours.
Yeah.
And I'd like to apologise. So you see I'm not a complete piece of shit. Take whatever you want from my shop.
Okay. What's the difference between keep it and give it? No, give it here, yeah.
Next time, be careful about who you make a fool of.
Great.
I'm supposed to collect armor and a sword for my lord.
Aye, but that horse has already bolted. I'm clean out.
Oh, yeah.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here.
Thank you, Humble
should have come
Pie.
earlier, that's all.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't the best. I reckon you'll have to do the mending and sharpening yourself.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and I understand you want something out of it for yourself, and that's all right. Because my lord may be a bit of a twit, but he's a rich twit. If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order from him in no time at all. So, it occurred to me I could help you out, eh?
Oh, right. Well, that's a different matter. I see you know how these things go. I'll give you the best I have left, although I'm almost cleaned out. Here you are.
Okay.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way.
Have a nice evening.
Sacra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Okay, so I've got what I needed. Back to the party, do we think? What I'm going to do... Two over in... Hey, watch out. I'm not great with stairs. I'm not great with horses. I'm not great with stairs. But I'm great with Farkle. He looks so creepy. What are you doing down here? You're definitely up to no good. Don't trust you. Okay. Oh, repair my stuff. Do I have to go back to the... Oops. Ah. Okay, I didn't realise that I was... Alright, you're getting me to do admin, which means I'm going to take a break and I'm going to come back and do the admin when I get back. So... Oh, I do it. I just do it. Okay. I'm really confused. So I don't have to come all this way. I can just use my kits, right? I really should know this by now. Oh, I've got perk points. That's gonna that's gonna completely distract me. Where are the kits again? Are they here? Oh yeah, they're here. Okay, so am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I don't really know what I did there. Okay, Blacksmith kit. I need more kits. I should have just done the stuff I was... Yeah, I got a bit trigger happy there, didn't I? Oops. Kits from my chest. That sounds like a good idea, because they're close, right? Oh yeah, I put all that stolen shit in here. See, this is what happens. You open the admin can of worms. Haven't I got all my stolen shit in here? Look. Oh, it's all, you can tell it's all still nicked. But was there any kits in here? Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. You're sucking me in to... You're sucking me into an admin vortex. I see what you're doing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not now. So I'm going to go and... Birthday admin, says Hollyhawk. Thank you, Thick Delicious. Thank you, Tazzledactyl. Thank you, Safs. All right, gang. I'm going to take a little break. Get a little snack. And then we're going to go back to the party and have some fun. But for now, go and get yourself some water and a drink, whatever you fancy, and I will be right back. That was a very peaceful moment to join and to interrupt the music. Very sort of... Not intended as a jump scare, Snay, I have to assure you. It was intended as a gentle reintroduction, but I'm not really sure I do those, do I? How's everyone doing? Joshie's hello, Joshie is asking what I had to eat. Chocolate is the answer to your question. I had chocolate. Didn't have anything healthy at all. I just had a biscuit and some chocolate. And I'm not sorry. Anyone else? What did you have? What did you all eat? Yenile says it has magnesium. I didn't know that, but I'm absolutely using that. I didn't have a banana because there was only 2 left. So I thought I'd do the honourable thing and eat all the chocolate instead. And let me assure you, there's no chocolate left. That's the kind of soul I am. I'm all generosity. I leave the vitamins for everyone else, and I take one for the team and eat all the sugary treats. What a generous guy. Such a saint, says Lots of Octopus. You're absolutely right. What a saint. Thank you very much, Vanilla Pepper. That is super kind. And a new name, I think. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for that indeed. Thank you, Fishy Unuk. And thank you, AMC Cosplay. That is super kind. Good to see you as always. Very much appreciated. I think that was a chocolate celebration. And thank you, Dilaphos Manoris. Also very much appreciated. 1 second. What have I done here? There we go. Cool. So I hope you all had, I asked you what you had and then I duly ignored you, which I tend to do a lot. It looks like you all had some chocolate too, by the looks of it. Great. So shall we jump back in for a little bit? Oh, what I didn't say, what I might do is a little bit of, I should have said this before I went. Do you want to do a little bit of like birthday Q&A? Do you want to do that? I meant to say before I went off, and then I sort of forgot. Because this is sort of like a bonus stream, really. So we'll do a bit more gameplay, and we'll probably do a bit of chaos, you know. I've got about another bit under an hour, maybe, 40 minutes to an hour. So should we just do a bit of Q&A? And you can ask me some questions now that you've had a year to think about the game. And sorry, mods, for springing that on you. I didn't warn the mods about this. Eleminster, thank you so much. That is very, very kind, and lovely to see you as always. Super, super kind. Thank you, Eleminster. John Charles FR, thank you very much indeed. HankPay is kicking us off with, did I ever find my mocap shoes? I absolutely did find my mocap shoes. I don't know if any of you have seen... quick side note, mods, if any of you see a question that you like, feel free to grab it and put it in the mod chat. Yes, the BAFTA documentary, I have found the shoes. They are in the BAFTA documentary. They're these little blue sailing shoes that are knackered that I'm 99.9% sure I'm right in saying I have worn since the very first game. So I think I've done every single motion capture scene in those shoes. And I remember Brilliant Katka, who's one of the amazing producers who is no longer at Warhorse, but was now there's an amazing woman called Petra who's sort of taken on her mantle. But Katka, who was with us for such a long time, I remember her saying at the end of KCD1, do you want some new shoes? We've got some new shoes. And I was like, no, I don't want some new shoes. I want the knackered old ones. They sort of feel very Henry. And they're literally falling apart. There's bits falling off them. There's holes in them. But it doesn't matter. You don't need fancy shoes when you're walking around a sort of soft motion capture stage. They're perfectly safe. They're perfectly comfortable. Yes, I have found them and they're there. Someone asked, forgive me, I don't know who, am I going to play KCD1? Yeah, almost certainly. I think I thought about interspersing it with this, but I thought that might get a bit confusing. But I will play it, and maybe after this. Great question. Peasant from Peasant Stan says, have I ever met a Czech voice actor for Henry? Yeah, I met Richard. Is a really excellent man, a very good actor and a really lovely man. And I have met him. I met him at the release party, and I've met him a couple of times since at various things. And he's brilliant and very lovely and very sort of, he's got a really lovely energy. He's just warm and fun and kind and, obviously very talented. But he's the only one I've met. I've never met the guy that plays Hans. I've never met any of the others, unfortunately. Thank you very much, Voice and Headphones. Thank you so much, Cali Cat. That is very much appreciated. And thank you, Omi. That's a good one that the mods have just picked out. Thanks, Alexis. Emil93 says, what song would be on Henry's playlist? What a great question. What song would be on Henry's playlist? Weirdly, I have him down as listening to Radiohead. Do any of you know the album OK Computer? Really great, it's about 25 years old, that album now. I'd have him down as a bit of a Radiohead fan because he's fun and he's intelligent. I feel like so definitely a bit of Radiohead for the sort of more somber, thoughtful moments, and probably a bit of ABBA for the more puppy dog moments. That's my answer. ABBA and Radiohead. Tells you everything you need to know about Henry. Humble Pie is asking, prior to D&D Oaths and Empires, did I have a lot of experience with improv? Only when I'd spent some time in America. So in America, they're big on their improv. It's sort of it's almost like an actor gym. So actors just go and do improv, or a lot of them do, as a exercise in keeping you live and fizzy. And it's a brilliant thing, and I admire it so much. And by the way, we're talking about some really eminent actors. You go to an improv class and you might see some very well-known people, and there's a lovely sort of meritocracy about it and a sort of absence of ego, which I love. And the greatest thing about improv classes is it just trains you to listen. And I think I've said here before that the hardest thing to do, but the most important thing to do as an actor is listen. And it's the hardest when you know the lines, to not preempt what's coming and sort of play what's coming. But obviously when you're improvising, you have to just be live and in the moment, which are the two single hardest things to do. So it's great for that. So that was I did a few classes over in LA when I was spending some time then. But that's it. Not in the UK. Let's see some more. So I'm just looking at some questions. I think some were pinned in chat. Let me see. Striped Century says, you said... Hang on. Is that a question? I should read it first, shouldn't I? Oh, you said that hands were hard to execute in KCD1. Yeah. So the animators found the hands hard to make, as in the hands with a D. And that limitation had lessened by KCD2. That's them. That's a technical department that I'm not familiar with. That's what they told me. Do I think there is still an area that needs improvement when it comes to transferring my performance into a game? Like, I know I did this during recording that I wished was visible. Not really. I think what they have already started doing, which is very brilliant, is the facial capture and the sort of detail, like the detail in the eyes. So I've talked a lot about how that was one of the challenges of KCD1, that we weren't using facial capture. So you couldn't do like what you can do on screen really easily, especially if you're in a close-up, is you can just portray a thought really simply without actually doing anything. So, whatever that might be, you don't have to do anything at all. You can't do that on stage. But suddenly we were able to do that in KCD2. And that was the single biggest addition, and that made our job easier and more interesting and complex. I guess that technology will evolve, and that's so. If we were saying what could be improved on further, that will just get better. The technology that supports that, but the sort of idea itself is already very well executed, I think. Jesse Qatar says, "What a great question. Do I think that Henry is smarter than people give him credit for? Yes, I do. But that's sort of his brilliance. He's quite good at playing dumb when he needs to, but he's a real everyman. He might not be that book smart, although he can get book smart, but he can sort of play the fool to get him into places and situations that he might need to, and make it work for his favour. I love this question from Booming Caden. If Henry was a pizza topping, what pizza would he be? He'd have to be Hawaiian, wouldn't he? In terms of, there's some meat, but there's some fruit, and there's a bit of everything, and it's fun and silly and playful. That's what he would be. Oh, that's a great one from Mego Photo. Hello, Meg. What do I think Henry's goal would be after KCD2? I can't really answer that because it's so dependent on the choices you've made and the Henry you've made. So, but what I do think is worth saying is I don't think his sort of worldly ambitions would suddenly disappear or diminish. So I think for me, I mean, it's not my decision to make, but when his world expands, as it absolutely does from KCD to KCD2, things get much more interesting, and the possibilities become much more far-reaching and exciting, and so the idea of him going home to some sort of domestic bliss, which is absolutely an option, that he might just go small world again. I'm not sure that would be the way that he would go. What is my favourite historical period, says Totality. I really, if I could travel to a historical period, it would be the Renaissance era. Just that sort of the world erupting with ideas and colour, and the world just sort of coming into Technicolor, and this kind of awakening of universal conscience and all this sort of stuff. That would be very exciting, and I just think maybe we've airbrushed it and decided that it was a more exciting moment than it was, and a more romantic moment, but it certainly feels very romantic and sort of exciting to me. Ketchup Zombie, good question. Did I ever figure out why they stopped using Hal as Henry's nickname? No, I've never really thought of that. I didn't know. Is that something you guys have been discussing? No, I don't know that, and I can ask them next time I'm out there. Baboosh Toad says, what Shakespeare character is Henry most close to? Oh, that's a good question. He's quite oh, that's a great question. He is like Hotspur in the Henry IV plays. Do you know him? He's a sort of bit of a firebrand, a mixture of Hotspur, Bolingbroke, and Richard II, who's sort of the antagonist actually. But Bolingbroke can go quite dark, and so KCD2 Henry, if you want, can have a bit of Bolingbroke, but I would say more Hotspur, because Hotspur's got a slightly better moral compass. Orlando in As You Like It, and that he's a bit of a kind of goofy Labrador, and so there's a bit of Henry. I mean, the thing about Henry, because he's such an everyman, there's a bit of him in all of those characters. You know, the sort of like lunatic vengeance of Macbeth is in there, if that's what you choose. And who else? I guess like he's kind of Hamlet-esque in his like the sort of family politics of, you know, people having killed his dad and the sort of crazy vengeance of all that, and that being the engine of his story. That's very Hamlet-esque. And then, you know, not to massively overthink it, but you're sort of like the whole to be or not to be thing. The whole point is that you get to make those choices and whether or not you act on things or not. So Polar Pandy's asking, what is the second show that I did in addition to Dirty Business, which is coming out? That hasn't been announced yet, but I can tell you that very soon. It's not yeah, I will let you know about that. And what would, that's a good question. What would Henry's coffee order be? Says Tattletale. Probably just strong black coffee, I think. Don't you think? I think that would be it. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. Jevener says, did I get to see other parts of the company and the development of the game as an actor? Like, for instance, the game designers, programmers, QA, etc. Yes, I did. Because, so the way it works now, if I remember rightly, we were in a different studio, but it felt almost identical for the first game in that it was over 2 floors. So is that right? Or maybe the motion capture stage is on the same floor. But what there is like big open plan offices. And so you can like see everyone very easily. They're like glass window generally. There are a lot more meeting rooms in the new office, and that office is now expanding. Yes, you do get to see them a lot. They do this lovely thing where if you choose to, everyone like has breakfast together. They like lay out breakfast in the morning, and those that want to can come and have breakfast in the morning. That's been the case for ages. But then even though when I was on site doing the voiceover, which is on a different floor, I would generally go down to make a cup of tea in the kitchen area, which is quite big, and then you'd see people, and then I might be chatting to someone in whatever department, and you're kind of walking past open plan offices all the time, so you can see everyone. And also they do like social stuff all the time. It's a really good company for like social support and all that sort of stuff, or social options rather, kind of community team building events and all that. So we went on quite a few of those. I would go to the pub quite a lot after voiceovers and you know, meet people that way. It's a very sort of easy, kind of hierarchy free company. I've always felt that. Yeah, sorry, I'm just sending a very quick message about something. It's very sort of like, you know, the boss will be sat next to someone in a completely different department, and it's unlike a lot of companies. It's or certainly a lot of British companies. It's much more open and easy than that, I think. Okay, a couple more questions before we jump back in. Let's see if the mods put anything in there. Oh, that's a nice question from Sharks Pren. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you, Lucy, for throwing that in. What do I personally find to be the most relatable thing about Henry? The fact that he is not inclined to judge people. That's what I think is the most relatable thing. That he's not someone who jumps to judgment. He does the opposite. He's sort of got an open mind at most times with most people. And I think that is the most relatable thing. And it's probably one of the things I like most about him. AMC Cosplay says, do I think KCD could be made as a movie? Yeah, I think so. I think it could. It would be a complex thing to do, but I think it could. Because basically all you need for any good narrative, whether that's in a game or a movie or a TV show or a play or whatever, is relatable characters, interesting characters in extreme situations with good story. And that's, you know, definitely KCD has that. So yeah, I think so. Yenele says, did my approach to acting change after playing Henry, as it was predominantly voice acting? Well, it wasn't predominantly. I mean, there was a lot of voice acting, and I suppose a lot more voice acting. So technically, it was predominantly that. But there was a huge amount of motion capture as well. And in terms of my approach to acting, no, it did not really change that significantly. it was the fact is you basically connect with someone. You're keeping a scene live, you're doing what you need to do, and that is true across all media. That it's not like voice acting is some suddenly incredibly different skill. Chestnut Mayor 88 says, will we do another UK con? Yes, like news coming on that front. But also the thing with the cons is if you want to see us there, you have to lobby the con, because that's how it works. We there are ways that people can sort of get us in cons and stuff, but mostly it's about people going to them and being like, this is who you want to see. So if there's one you want to see us at, you have to tell them. Love that. So Nick is back and Seb is back from school and asks, what is my favourite main quest? Hello, Seb. I'm sorry you missed it earlier. I'm sure your mum will show it later, but there was a lot of love coming your way from chat, and quite rightly so. My favourite bit of the main quest that I've done so far, I think, was probably the wedding. I really enjoyed the wedding, and suddenly the world like erupting. That was really fun, and all the options, and it was kind of very playful. I really liked that. Just checking in with some more questions. I'm glad you're here, Seb. I don't know how long you can stay. We're probably going to be on for about another 20 minutes, half an hour. Just going through the questions. Did I miss any here? Lucy, thank you, has picked up a message from the pseudo Voodoo, which says, what has surprised me most about the game's reception among the fans? Again, I may have said this before, but it's mostly the kind of friendships it's forged, essentially. So you go, and the sort of, I suppose, I'm really, really glad that, and I suppose this was something of a surprise, I'm really glad that this character and this game appeal to such a broad church of people. So I suppose that was a bit of a surprise, that I kind of assumed that it's about a medieval lad going around fighting and and you're like, okay, is that just going to appeal to quite a singular demographic? And because he is a much broader like, he's someone who makes much more interesting choices, judges fewer people, as I said, and is, I guess, more progressive than you might imagine. That has then meant that he appeals to a much, much broader church of people than I might have anticipated. And that is a really lovely, welcome thing. I'm very, that's something that appeals to me and that I find, that I just think is a positive thing. I think that level of inclusivity is great. And I don't know that I would have assumed that was the case based solely on the sort of nature of it being a sort of, medieval combat game. Obviously, it's a lot more than that. But that was probably my biggest surprise, and a very pleasant one at that. Zinwa is asking, which is more physically and or mentally demanding to me, voice recording all day or mocap? Voice recording. And the reason is because so when you're on the motion capture stage, there's more downtime, there's much more human interaction. You're like, there might be a bit where someone else is having a chat about something for a bit, so you're getting on with something else. And whereas voiceover, it's absolutely on you all day. You're trying, you're jumping around scenarios all the time, working through different versions of scenarios. That is much more demanding. And you're not on your feet. So whereas with motion capture, you're kind of moving around, you're expending energy. I think you all know me well enough now to know that I'm someone who expends a lot of energy, and so sitting in a still voiceover booth is not my natural habitat. So that is definitely more demanding. Let me see. We'll do a couple more. Oh, it's gone really far back. Why is my chat so out of date? Okay, I think I've missed loads of questions. Uniluna says, are you aware that Henry's German voice actor is also the voice of Chris Pratt? I did not know that. I'm very flattered. That's a good question from Wild Lupine. Do I prefer acting in period stuff or more contemporary stuff? And do I have a preferred genre? I preferred acting in both. I'm sort of greedy in experience, and if I've just done a contemporary thing, I want to do a historical thing and vice versa. But in the world of TV, I haven't done a historical thing for ages, so I would quite like to do a historical thing now because it's been ages. But so, yeah, right now I would say historical. Hoblin says, what's your favourite herb? Probably marigold. So far, I've probably used marigold the most, and yeah, I'd probably say marigold. Okay. My chat keeps sticking for some reason. I think it's now meaningfully caught up. What kind of food would I like to give Henry if I could? Fast food. I think he'd love fast food. I'd love to take him to a drive-through. How fun would that be, going on Pebbles to a drive-through? That's what I'd like to introduce him to. There's so many good questions flying by, and the mods are throwing in some great ones too. Very funny Simon, who's one of the mods, has just called it a gallop through. Let's go to the gallop through from McDonald's. Does Mutt make me want to have a dog if I don't already have one? I don't already have one, and yeah, it does. I did have one as a kid, but London is there are some great dogs in London, but it's a more difficult place to have a dog. It doesn't mean you can't, of course, have one. Loads of people do, but where I grew up, there was a lot of space, and there's less space in the city. Maybe in time. Kichimatsu. Has anyone ever commented on my elf ears? Only when I point them out. So if you look at me straight on, you can really see them. So like that, they're like proper elf ears. But as soon as you do that, you can't really see so much. I mean, now that I've done it, it's all you can see. But like, to the side, they're less so. But absolutely, yes, these are very much a family thing. And lots of people have commented on my elf ears. Right. Okay. DMD says, did I think I would ever end up as a video game character? No, not really. I certainly didn't, but it's a lovely, happy accident. Okay. We'll take one more. Let's choose one more, bouncing through. That's a good question from Lightning Ambu. If I wasn't playing Henry, what character would I have loved to have played in the KCD saga? I think, he does it so brilliantly. So I couldn't sort of presume to do it any better than he already has. But Jim High is an incredible actor, as many of you know, and I think Eric is a really interesting, complex character, and those are the characters I like to play. The sort of, yes, he's villainous and dark and raging and all those things, but Jim also, it's a very interesting character on the page, but Jim is a really good actor and made it even more interesting. But I think that would probably be the one I would want to get my teeth into in terms of his complexity. Ostensibly, he's just like an angry bad man, but obviously he's a lot more than that. And certainly in the hands of Jim, he's a much more complex and interesting man than that. So I think that's probably what I would choose. What would you all choose? Before we jump back into the gameplay, why don't you all shout out the character that you would most like to play in the game? Some of you may be actors, some of you may not be, but let me know. Thank you very much, Introverted Jay. Forgive me for missing that a little way back. You don't have to be an actor to answer the question, just assuming that you were an actor. Hoblin wants to be Pebbles. Love that. Great. Humble Pie wants to be Rosa. Love that. Catley would be Mutt. Booming would be a townswoman. Perfect. Why not? A lot of shout outs from Mutt here. Cali Cat would be Godwin. Lots of shout outs for Ada, including Mond Greens. Hank Pay would be Zhizka. Mockingjay would be the cabbage NPC. He has a name, doesn't he? Can't remember his name. Fletcher would be Kubienka. Lady Yitska would be a random NPC in Ratoi. Pepper. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you, Polar Pandy. The cabbage NPC is called Pepper. Polar Pandy would be Sam. Books and Knives would be Barnaby the Herbalist. I love that. Simon says 2 of the mods, Adam and Simon, would be George and Michael. I love that. Yeah, George and Michael would be fun. You just get to go around having a lovely time. Great. All right then. That was fun. Slightly impromptu. Let's do a little bit of gameplay. I'll tell you what I might do. Do you know what I might do? I think I'm just going to jump back in, cause some chaos, and then jump off in about 10 or 15 minutes, because I do have to be off in the not too distant future. So let's do that. Let's go back in and... Wait a second. Where are we? Gameplay. Okay, should we do that? Should we go back in and we'll do a bit of chaos. We might do a little bit of Farkle, and then we will jump off. Okay? Oh yeah, I think Luke is on. Luke's streaming apparently, so we absolutely can raid Luke at the end. All right. Oh yeah, save. Did I not save? Well done. Thanks for reminding me. I mean, I've sort of forgotten. Assuming I can stream on Friday, which I'm sure I can. That is the plan. You're gonna have to remind me a bit on Friday about where we got to. But let's cause some chaos, play a bit of Farkle, and then we'll sign off and raid Luke. Okay. Ooh, I can't hear. Need to. Okay. Let's have a look at our... Should we take that out and use it? Okay, one sec. Can I use that now that I've got it out? Yes. Right, let's use that then. I think also if it's chaos time, we're a bit overdressed. We're going to wear this, and we're going to... Great. Okay, so we've got... I've never used one of these. Does it work the same as a regular sword? Mark, where are you? Mark, come here. Even though it's chaos time, I am going to feed Mark, because even when we're in chaos time, I can't deal with him not being fed. There you go, mate. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go. Good evening.
Sheathe that weapon immediately.
You've got a cold too.
Silly doggy. Stop messing around.
You told me to sheathe the weapon, and wow, that didn't take long. Okay, we're absolutely going back in on that. That may have been the shortest ever chaos time that we've done. Okay, fine. Let's just use the regular swords. Hang on, we're gonna have to change, aren't we? Okay. Let's go. Ooh, look, that's dark, isn't it? Look at that, like taking your sword out. Come on, let's stand in the shadow. Come on, Henry. Let's go and cause some chaos. It's like the inside of his soul is an empty rectangle because of what he's about to do. Let's go. We're too over encumbered. Oh, the party's still going, isn't it? We could go and cause some chaos in the party. Is this the way to the party? We'll have some food on the way, of course. I might do a bit of pickpocketing as well. Am I going the right way to the party? Oh, the tower. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. All right. Let's go cause some chaos in the tower. Whee! In the party, rather. Evening, gentlemen. Nothing to see here. Evening.
Excuse me.
What? Okay. Oops, daisy. Yeah, we're absolutely going to go for Ulrich, of course, in the party. He is not getting away with anything. Thank you, Ludorg. Very much appreciated. I mean, he's been weird since day one, hasn't he? What are you doing there? Just staring out into the distance. You're lucky that I've got a party to go to, otherwise it would not end well for you. Is this the party? Yes, great, okay. So, Chamberlain Ulrich.
Anything else you need?
Something I've been wanting to talk to you about. That's weird, look, he doesn't... How do you kick? How do you kick, chat? Can you kick? Is it, or can you just... You can't kick. Okay. Fine, well let's just have a little walk up and down the table, see how everyone's doing.
Anything else you
Hi
need?
there. Everyone alright down there? Don't step on the pig.
Christ, pardon me.
We'll have some bacon while we're up here. Great.
Go
Maybe
and
a bread
enjoy
roll.
the feast, youngster.
I'm absolutely enjoying the feast. There's no future tense about it.
Anything else, lad?
I'm having a great time. Yeah, there is something else. This. Well, you can't...
Nice messengers, so Bradley sends us here.
You can't... You have to go on the other side of the table. I mean, look, he's getting it. He's not afraid, is he? Oh, you can't hurt him, can you? So annoying. Why can't I hurt him?
Shit! I can't handle this!
Well, Ulrich can, apparently. Okay, let's go. Oh. I mean, this is a bit mad, isn't it? Okay. Try again. I think we've got time for a couple more. I'm quite enjoying. Party chaos works quite well, actually, doesn't it? I definitely think there's more fun to be had. Just do this. Oops, a daisy. That one. Okay. And I know we probably won't make it to the party if I do this, but like, oh wait, where's my sword? Where's my sword? Where is my sword? Okay. Excuse me. Too over encumbered to sprint. I might do a bit of light pickpocketing before we go to the party, because it's been a while. I know there's a woman standing right over there, but let's see. Let's see how this goes. Money, of course. And keys. Oh, Henry. Oh, Henry. Got away with it. Okay. Can we rob the other woman? I mean, she's a terrible waiting woman, isn't she? She just literally stood and watched me do it. Great. Should we do that again? That was quite easy, really, wasn't it?
What are you doing?
Ah, nothing at all.
Pickpocket!
Just don't tell anyone. You don't need to tell anyone.
You've got to catch him.
Hang on. There is a thief here, but there's also a party, so it could be any of us. Let's go.
Stop that now, you madman!
Hey! Stop fighting!
Why do I die so quickly? Like, what is like? Normally, I'm much. Oh, no armor. No armor. It's because how I'm dressed. Got it. All right. Well, there's only one thing for it. Thank you, Frandemonium. Very much appreciated. Yeah. Well, then we have to get our armor on, don't we? Bit of this. Great. Okay. Back we go. There's rats everywhere in this castle. Right, this might be our last little run into the party, so let's make it a good one, okay?
Greetings, Master Guard.
I mean, that's not very chaotic, is it? It wasn't a very chaotic response. Can I make it the other option? Fine. Never mind, got a party to go to.
Anything else?
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
This is Henry, my lady.
Oh look, you can actually have a look what's in the the medieval chandelier. Great.
Was it his lord who almost came to an undignified end?
Yes. He was almost hanged. But thankfully, it was all cleared up in time.
Truly
Is no one enjoying my dancing?
Have you got a moment?
It's a little bit rude, guys. I'm doing a full river dance for you all on the table, and you're all just merrily continuing with your dinner, which I'm mostly standing in. Fine, then I'll eat your chicken. Okay.
What's he doing here?
He came here with a message for our lord.
I see.
Can you punch this
A
guy?
fine-looking young man.
Hey there, my friend.
Wow, they just don't fight back, do they? They really don't. They really don't fight back. Oh, you can hit the plates. Great. Just gonna have some chicken, actually, is what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Don't you dare hurt me.
He's very resilient, this man. Give it. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? What on earth happened? Okay, I think we've got time for one more. Thank you, Danish D. Thank you, Danish D. This is the final run on the old. Hang on. Sorry. One sec. This is the final run, the final birthday run of... we have to be dressed in full chaos for this. This is my final birthday chaos for KCD2 on the anniversary of the game that we all love. So let's go and cause a tiny bit more chaos in the party. There's a lot of options. Many roads that we could go down in this party.
Henry, a word? Is this your idea of fun?
This is my idea of fun, and I'm thrilled with how I'm doing, so no judgment here.
Someone should clip their wings.
I'm not local, so I'd like to introduce myself, gentlemen.
We're not local either, but we've already heard of you.
I bet you have the way I'm dressed.
Mainly about your brushes with the law.
Great.
Truly.
Great.
I don't know what folk...
My name is
Do you know what? I'm not here for the chat, sorry. It was lovely chatting to you, gentlemen. Very much enjoyed this conversation. Wait. Is it too late to change? You can't switch outfits in combat. You can't, can you? Oh, it's got to go down fighting. Happy birthday, KCD! Ooh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, everyone! I don't want to die either. I'm too over encumbered to sprint. I haven't got any clothes on. Everyone's after me. I'm going to follow these guys. Oh, we'll have some wine. You can't have some wine? Wow.
Now break it up.
You're no match for me.
Come on.
Victory or death.
Victory or death? Well, it was the second one, sadly. Never mind, you can't win them all. Thank you very much, TV Ghosting. That's very much appreciated indeed. What a lovely way to celebrate and end the stream. I hope you enjoyed that. Whoa, Bone on TV. Thank you very much indeed. That's absolutely crazy and like very, very, very much appreciated. Shout out to Bone on TV there. Thank you very much indeed. Victory or death? Death. Riveting Reg saying the microphone. Is the microphone working all right? I haven't been reading the mod chat because I was having too much fun causing absolute carnage in Bohemia. Bone on TV, thank you. That is incredible. Right, everybody. Wait a minute, let's get this off. We're going to do a very quick final Farkle, a very quick one, and then we're going to raid Luke. Thank you, mods. Yeah, absolutely, we can raid Luke. What are we going to play for? I'll let you decide while I set up the Farkle quickly. Thank you very much, Tracy Trace. Good to see you. That is very much appreciated. Why are you all saying the mic? Is something going on with the mic? Oh, play for the mic. I see. You want to play for the microphone. Got it. Oh, it's clipping whenever I speak. Give me a second. I think I can sort that out. Is it... Because I'm shouting quite loud. Is that better, or is it now suddenly incredibly quiet? Give me your feedback. It's peaking, which I think means it's... Yeah, it's getting into the, like... red zone. That's too low. Let's split the difference. So the thing is, because I want to get excited. When I get excited, I'm actually talking like that. So I'm lowering my voice and we happy now? Better? Someone suggests playing for my elf ears, and I'm absolutely taking that all day long. All right, gang, over to you. We're going to play up to 1,000 for my elf ears. Good luck, studio. Here we go. Oh, I haven't shown you what you got. That would help, wouldn't it? What's it going to be? 5 and roll. Okay. 5 and roll, and then you get this, which is not terrible. Sorry, there you go. 1 and roll. Got 150 in your pocket. And now you have this. One and roll. Okay, you're on 250. A quarter of the way there. Now you have this. 1 and pass. Okay, so you got 350. I've got, and that's over to me. Okay, ready? Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Keep saying what you want to do, because actually quite a lot of you want to roll. But I don't remember what you had. And there's still more passes there, I think. Oh, you do want to roll. What did you... Remind me what you had then. Or you want to part... No. Pass. Enough of you want to pass. Okay, it's over to me. All right. I'm going to take one of those ones and keep going. Ooh, that's dreadful. I'm bust, gang. Bust is working a treat. Okay. Ooh, chat. That's what you've got. What would you like to do? You got 350. We're going up to 1,000. One and roll. Okay. What's next for you, chat? One and roll. So you're on 200. Okay. Ooh, well done. Yeah, one's and pass, but a few of you want to roll, which I love. All right, so you got 400, so you're on 750. You only got 250 to go to win my elf ears. But I may be able to win them right now. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's 700 in my pocket, which I'll just take and walk. So I've nearly caught up with you. So it's all on this, gang. Don't go bust. Or actually do. Oh, look at that, chat. You got exactly what I got. Or, yeah, nearly. You got 650. So, my friends, the good news for you, I'll remove their headphones so that you can see your winnings. Those crazy elf ears. I hope you're happy with what you've got there. They're all yours. You can keep them. I'm very fond of them, but they're now yours. All right, gang. What a lovely stream that was. Very happy birthday to KCD2. Thank you all for coming and for being so lovely and warm and supportive as always. We're going to go and raid Luke, who I believe is on right now. So go and have some fun with Luke. Send him my love. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will almost certainly be back at midday on Friday. That is the plan. So I'll update you if there's any changes there. But that's the plan. We'll get back in. We'll get back in some proper play because we didn't do tons of gameplay today, but that's fine because it was a birthday stream. Happy birthday, KCD. You're all awesome. Think you're all excellent people. And I will see you all on Friday.